Hello again, everybody. Chris Godfrey here. I'm all set to count down this week's 40 most played country songs in the nation as they're compiled by Mediabase 24/7 for the chart week of January 4th, 2025. This is our first weekly countdown of the new year. All right, before we start counting down this week's biggest hits, let's take a look back at what would have been the top three songs had we done a regular countdown last week. At number 3 would have been Boys Back Home by Dylan Marlowe and Dylan Scott. Number 2 would have been Love Somebody by Morgan Wallen. And moving into the number 1 spot was High Road by Koe Wetzel and Jesse Murph. Now, will Koe and Jesse take the high road for a second week? Let's find out starting right now. We have one new song on the chart this week, and here it is, debuting at number 40. It's new from Jon Pardi, called Friday Night Heartbreaker. And one song drops off this week, and that's Everything I Need by Chase Beckham. On with the countdown for a second week at number 39, the latest by Sam Hunt, called Country House. At number 38 for the third week, it's Jackson Dean with Heavens to Betsy. At number 37 for a third week, Kane Brown with Backseat Driver. At number 36, second week in a row, it's Scotty McCreery with Fall of Summer. At number 35 for the third week, Josh Rouse with Single Again. At number 34 for the third week, Carly Pearce with Truck on Fire. Slipping a spot to number 33, it's Kelsea Ballerini and Noah Kahan with Cowboys Cry 2. Moving up one to number 32, Old Dominion, called Coming Home. Slipping a spot to number 31, Chris Janson with What You See Is What You Get. In his fourth week in the countdown, he's up one to number 30, Drew Baldridge with Tough People. Slipping two spots to number 29, Kelsey Hart with Life With You. Moving up one to number 28, Zach Top with I Never Lie. Up one to number 27, Megan Moroney with Am I Okay? For a second week at number 26, Jason Aldean with Whiskey Drink. For a third week at number 25, it's Kenny Chesney, Just to Say We Did. At number 24 for the third week, it's Bailey Zimmerman with Holy Smokes. For a second week at number 23, the recent number 1 hit by Ella Langley and Riley Green, called You Look Like You Love Me. At number 22 for a second week, it's Blake Shelton with Texas. And number 21 for a second week, Cole Swindell and Forever to Me. Slipping two spots to number 20 in our 23rd week on the chart, it's John Morgan and Jason Aldean, Friends Like That. For a second week at number 19, it's Low Cash with Hometown Home. Up two spots to number 18, it's Matt Stale, Breaking in Boots. Slipping a spot to number 17, Dylan Scott, and This Town's Been Too Good to Us. At number 16, up one this week, Cody Johnson and Carrie Underwood, and I'm Gonna Love You. Slipping a spot to number 15, Chris Stapleton with Think I'm in Love with You. At number 14, up one, Jelly Roll with Liar. At number 13 for a fourth week, it's Riley Green with Damn Good Day to Leave. At number 12 for a second week, it's Lainey Wilson and 4x4 by You. In the 11th ranked country hit for a second week, it's Post Malone and Luke Combs, called Guy for That. Alright, here's the first of the 10 biggest hits. Jordan Davis spending a second week at number 10 with I Ain't Sayin'. Down two spots to number 9, the recent number 1 hit from Post Malone and Blake Shelton, called Pour Me a Drink. In at number 8 for a second week, it's Dan and Shay with Bigger Houses. Slipping a spot to number 7 with his recent number 1 hit, Jelly Roll with I Am Not Okay. Moving back up 3 spots to number 6, the former number 1 smash from Shaboozey, called a bar song, Tipsy. Well, this song was number 1 on our last regular countdown of 2024 a couple of weeks ago. This week it slips a notch to number 5, George Burge with Cowboy Songs. Inching up 1 to number 4 in its 26th week on the chart, Tucker Wetmore with Wind Up Missing You. Slipping a spot to number 3 this week, it's Morgan Wallen and Love Somebody. In the number 2 spot, up 1, it's Dylan Marlowe and Dylan Scott, All Boys Back Home. And the number 1 song in country music for the second week in a row and kicking off the new year on top. It's Koe Wetzel and Jesse Murph. It's their first number 1 hit for both of them, called High Road. And that is our countdown to this week's 40 most played country hits. Join me again next week when once again we'll count them down and find out who's got the number 1 song in country music.